Hanukkah, the festival of lights. Isn't that how you know it? That's how I know it. Hanukkah's about one thing: candles, light, right? I mean, there's presents and dreidels and latkes, but what it's really about is the family gets together and lights Hanukkah candles, right? Why? Because Hanukkah is the holiday that commemorates the miracle of the oil. Remember? A long time ago, the Greeks conquered Israel and ruled over it with an iron fist, forbidding anything that resembles Judaism. As part of the Greek takeover, they ransacked our temple, destroying all the holy vessels and replacing it with their idols. A Kohen named Matisyahu had a few sons. One day, they did the unthinkable and decided to defend themselves against the Greeks. Miraculously, they defeated the strongest army in the world. In their victory, they recaptured the temple. During the rededication, they wanted to light the menorah, but they couldn't find any oil appropriate for the lighting. So they searched, and then they found one jug. They lit it, and the oil lasted for 8 days. Hence, the miracle of the oil and our focus on lighting the candles. And of course, since we are Jewish, we need to include eating oil. What would a Jewish holiday be like unless we turn triumphs into food? So we cook everything in oil for 8 days. Latkes, donuts, whatever. Deep fry it and you feel better about your Judaism. I love us. But doesn't something seem strange to you? Doesn't it feel like we're missing the real miracle? Matisyahu and a few tired, malnourished, untrained Jews beat the Greek army. What? That's like saying that you and a few of your friends took on the US military and won. If you want to talk miracles, the war was the miracle. That's what we should be remembering. Why are we focused on the candles? I got my answer one spring morning over a bowl of Cheerios in a small apartment in Long Island. I was visiting my grandparents. They're Holocaust survivors. They went through the worst. Concentration camps, Mengele, watching their parents die before their eyes, starvation, hunger, sickness, all before they were 20. And yet now, in their old age, they seem to be happy with so little. A call from the grandkids, a kiss and a hug, looking at pictures from my bar mitzvah, and they light up. One morning, I stopped by their apartment for breakfast. They were glowing about something small. I don't know, someone called, or they were looking at some pictures, and I couldn't help myself. I asked them, how could you be so upbeat? How are you not more bitter, angry, mad at the world? I'll never forget their answer. They said, you need to understand how a Jew fights. You see, a Jew never fights with a sword. He defends with a sword. But a Jew fights with light. Do you know how we fight Hitler? Not with anger. We fight him with light, by building a family, by having kids and grandkids, by helping each other, by living with joy. He tried to kill us. We fight by being more alive. A Jew doesn't fight with a sword. He fights with light. The story of Hanukkah happened thousands of years ago, but it's still going on today. Look around. Our enemies are encircling, and they don't just want our blood. They want our soul. They don't fight at our borders. They fight in our homes and synagogues. They aim for the vulnerable. They ambush us when we're praying or studying. And then they blame us. It's our fault. Stop crying, they tell us. You brought this on yourselves. And everywhere we turn, they lurk, with guns and rockets and knives, or cameras and pens and newspapers. So how do we respond? Well, we defend with any means necessary. A Jew can defend by the sword. But we don't fight with the sword. We don't fight with darkness. We fight with light. They attack our synagogues, and we'll pray even more. They target our children, and we'll build more kindergartens. They take away our freedoms, and we'll build a society that protects those freedoms. The more they target our spirit, the brighter we let our soul shine. We fight with light. We take better care of each other. We give more charity. We're more patient, kind, and giving. The symbol of Hanukkah is not the sword, because that's not the symbol of the Jew. We never want to fight. We don't aspire to be warriors. We want peace and freedom. And although Hanukkah was a miraculous military victory, the symbol is who we really are, the candle. We're the nation that brings light, that brings morality and ethics, that defends the vulnerable, that helps the poor, that heals the sick, that rebuilds from tragedy, that looks at darkness and lights a candle. This Hanukkah, as you light your candles, join the resistance. Join the cause of bringing a little bit more light into your life, to your family, your community, and the world. Fight darkness, one candle at a time. Happy Hanukkah.